started the climb every, okay? And then, let's see, climb every, you didn't lift enough head voice into the second one. So climb every, or climb, whatever the first one is, climb every, you gotta have enough head voice in there to then go up to the, whatever the next one is.
Same thing the tenors did, right, before when they were down here? They
Yep.
open? Okay.
Yep, you have to prep for it. Because if you try to take that first climb every voice to that third climb every, you are in deep yogurt. You are in deep doo-doo. Okay? So let's try that again. Did you notice that you were able to keep that sound for a long time? Okay, it felt good, didn't it? It felt good out here too. Yeah, so let's do the Seven Bridges Road, and then let's start at A Dream That We'll Need.
We were doing an aspirant on Ford. Are we still gonna do that?
When they're posting and we come back, yes. Because we need to, well, it's emotional, and we need to hear it.
Yep.
And it needs to get out in front of their sound.
Okay, what did she ask?
The
If
aspirant
this is
on
D on
Ford.
Ford.
Okay. For nerd?
Yes. Well, and a little more of the fruit thing.
Okay.
Right, we're whipping out our lower words.
All right, you ready? Seven Bridges. A dream.
Good. Think the pitch in your head.
A dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life for as long as you live, long as you climb every mountain and
I feel like we come into that butt first.
Maybe we're not doing the.
I feel like it needs to be that and for. Yeah, it's on the descent that we enjoy you.
Like a Schwartzonder, more like a Schwartzonder sort of thing. It's not instantly soft, but
Yes.
okay.
After we hit full.
That's where we left.
Yep.
We hit it and then back on.
And Chinese are
It-
not
it-
as
it-
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it
Schwartzonder
arcs
is
away
instant.
from us.
Yeah.
But we don't come in loud, but we're coming in almost a little too, yeah,
Too soft.
yeah. So split the difference between,
A little tentative, maybe?
just, yeah, it feels like it, like, okay, there we go.
All right, okay, Seven Bridges again.
stars in the southern sky.
Think about your own pitch.
A dream.
A dream that will need all the love you can
You
give.
don't hear the all. Start again.
A dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life for as long as you live, long as you live,
on the last chord? That's right. Tune to the basses on the left. Yeah, basses, that was so right.
It felt right.
Yeah, didn't it though? You could tell it was going where it was supposed to go. Okay, good, 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 good.
Obviously as a music teacher, I've always seemed to have approached, I'm on the right side of the brain, I've always acted in front of the mirror and always sang in front of the mirror. And so I always used to pretend I was on stage.
Yes.
I was doing the play. And so when I sing these songs, like especially Climb Every Mountain, and you think of the words that we're saying, it automatically brings some of that inflection that I feel is needed through singing the actual word, because it means so much. Is that
yes.
overdoing? Is that overdoing?
No, no, it's not. Because how many times in here does she say, remember, what she's doing is she's teaching a life lesson. One of the big life lessons, right? And she's saying you just never stop striving. You find a dream and you just never stop going for it. It's always there, it's always in front of you. You just keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And those are big words. And these are big chords that support it. Okay, you can feel the drama in it. I think he arranged it with as much drama in it as anything I've ever heard him do. And he does a lot of good stuff. But this has a lot of really built-in beauty as well as the drama. I like it a lot, a lot. What I'm wondering is if maybe we couldn't, I'm thinking about, I'm sorry, there's 87 things going through my brain at the same time, and I'm trying to make a list of priority list. And it's taking a while to shuffle. You seen one of those things go? Yeah. That's what my brain is doing. Okay, so, if this song were a gift, if you were giving this song as a gift to someone, is there anyone you could think of that wouldn't understand it? Who wouldn't get what it's about?
A very small child who doesn't have life experience
Uh-huh.
might not grasp the full meaning of it,
Especially because dream, they don't know about having a dream.
or not achieving something that you went for, being beaten down for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't had the experience, thankfully, to understand that.
But I think almost everybody else would somehow go, and I think even a little kid would like the prettiness of it without necessarily understanding the words of it. But there's something so regal about the chord progressions in this that are, it sounds like a cross between something that's holy and something that's Broadway and something that's the life lesson thing. Yes, yes. And it's got like everything that you can imagine in it. And I don't know how much better you can get at a song, than that kind of song. So it's an excellent song choice, a really, really wonderful one. I think if you could find someone as an individual that you would gift this to, I think it would be interesting.
I could see Martin Luther King using this for his dreams.
Yes, I have a dream. Oh, yes, absolutely. It's something that big. That's the kind of as big. So this is the kind of song that I can hear you singing, for instance, after you won the acceptance song, after you won international. This is the next one. This is the song that I would expect you to sing, because the message is so strong.
Not
Yes.
Boogie? Not Boogie?
It's another message. It's a different message, yes, ma'am.
slash regional or whatever, like, I was singing it from a different place, like in myself. And this time, for whatever, I mean, I know why, but this time, I think that's why we're singing a little bit differently. Like, I imagine, I see Dale telling me that as we go along this journey, don't let this, hinder you, just go for it.
Yeah,
But I see her saying it, and it's in that tender ways, which is why I think when we started it so soft, it touched, we all felt that softness, because we're in a different place than when we sang it before.
I have been through losing a director, having a director die and replacing them and all that kind of stuff years and years ago when I was a new Sweet Adeline, and I remember it very much still today. I'd only been in the chorus a couple of years, but I'm not sure there isn't anything that we wouldn't have done for him. We went international with him, and I don't think there was anything that we wouldn't have done, whatever he wanted us to do, and it ties you so closely to them, right? And then the sadness gets finally replaced by joy, and the memories and those things, and I know you're on that journey, that you're on the way to do that, but it could absolutely be Dale telling you that. It could also be your dad. It could also be your favorite teacher. It could also be somebody who introduced you to barbershop. It could be anybody. It could be a child that you are saying, don't give up now. This is not the time for you to give that up. Okay? Yep.
It can be yourself.
Yes, it could be yourself. Yes, absolutely it could. Yep, could absolutely be a message to yourself. I think that when we personalize things like that, you guys, that it just gets better. Okay? It just gets better. I just don't want you to do it out of sadness. Because I don't think there's any sadness in it. I think that's not what it's about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be sad. Went up there that way.
And we talked about this as giving like a gift to the audience,
Oh, absolutely.
with this.
Mhm. It can be very global. Could be hugely global. It could be the gift that you decide as a chorus to give to the whole organization. It could be that. It could be, from this point on, this is a song that we will always sing in for you and that everybody in the audience will yell for. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, like Barclay Square, yeah. Like, come on. Like, come on, I want you to sing this one, okay? And I really think that's a wonderful thing, a wonderful gift to be able to do. I think that as singers, that's what we're supposed to do. That is the gift, that is what we're supposed to do with it. And I just love how you're doing it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until the next time I'm here to give you a couple of things that I would like you to do artistically. Because I think what we need to go for first is this big global message. Okay? I would like you to make sure that you sing this in exactly the same voice you sing Seven Bridges Road in. Exactly the same voice. Exactly. So at home, couldn't you start Seven Bridges Road and then go sing, and then sing the song? And anytime you felt your voice come off this line, that you could go back to it and say, okay, wait, this came off right here. Let me sing that beginning again, and then put it back in. Okay? I also think that this song is helping you figure out that you can sing soft and in a whole voice. Okay? And I think it's a really good avenue for that. There's opportunities for artistry that I think we should take advantage of. I do not mean to hold them away from you. I don't mean that. I just think that right now let's go for the sound. Let's go for the sound and the big message, and let's go for that, okay? And then next time, we'll add in a couple of little artistic things, okay, that are not necessarily interpretation changes, but something within what you're already doing. Okay, so, I can't remember when that is that I'm coming back, but whenever that is.
May.
In May. So, and that's good timing,
Yeah, it is,
actually.
it's Sunday afternoon.
Sunday, 18th, I think.
Or either 18 or 19, I'm not.
It's that weekend anyway. May 18th.
It's the 18th, yeah, so it's in the afternoon.
Your life belongs to us.
And we'll get
Haven't we told you that yet?
We're building apartments above.
Yeah.
And will PBIs be scheduled during that
You
time?
just,
PBIs for that,
No, what?
PBIs for that visit?
Yes, there will be PBIs at her May visit and her July, and we will run it through people through, so, yeah.
Yes, we will. We will run you right through.
Sound nice. No, I'm not sure what that is,
Okay,
where that came from.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Okay.
Random music.
Yeah.
We can do that, we talked about, well, so maybe we should cover that, and then come back and run the set. Yeah,
Deal. Deal.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
What we're looking for is the same sound, right? So we're gonna switch to Boogie.
Every song you sing should have what sound in it?
It's actually
Would you please sing the beginning of Seven Bridges Road? Thank you.
Baby's always dancing, and it wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't get no loving. Oh, that's no lie. Oh, we spent the night in Frisco, every kind of disco. From that night I kissed our Lord. Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet, oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet, oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet, oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet. The magic music grooves me, that dirty rhythm fools me, the devil's got into me, oh, through this dance, so I'm full of funky fever, fire burns inside me, boogie's got me in a soul trap. Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Don't you blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Do, 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 oh sunshine, woo! Moonlight, yeah, good times, that boogie, you just got that sunshine, yeah. Moonlight, that good times, boogie. Don't you blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Don't you blame it on sunshine, don't blame
about repeats in barbershop? I mean, really, so look at me and tell me, what do you know about repeats? Yep,
Each one needs to be different.
they should not be identical, should they? They should not be, you mean that, I just can't, 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 I'm thinking, I'm gonna die here. I just can't control myself.
Well, in all honesty, we worked with that with Val one night, and we've lost it. We were doing it, and we lost it. There's neither.
Yep, but it shouldn't be that way, should it? It shouldn't, they shouldn't all be the same, okay? Just like visually they're not the same, they should not vocally be the same, okay? The second verse, that the lead sing, lose the words all the time. Didn't lose them in the first verse, but the second verse, it was like, all of a sudden we were doing something else, and it just didn't hold together on that part of it, okay? You're beginning to shorten the ends of phrases, so they don't go to the bar line, okay? You're letting the fun of this song, you're letting that become the primary thing and not musically being as tight as you need to be. So there's a lot of stuff that's just not quite in place, okay? So whenever you repeat anything, there has to be a difference, okay? So how many times do you sing the chorus?
A lot.
At least three.
3 sets of 2.
Okay, and so, don't you suppose there should be something different about those? Okay, it doesn't have to be the rhythm part of it that's different, but the easiest thing is to change the dynamic. Okay? And there's no reason why there shouldn't be something in this song that goes, I just can't, I just can't control myself, I just can't, I just can't, I just can't. There's no reason why I can't do something like that, which would be really easy to add to it and say, okay, that makes that more interesting. Okay, so there's some, we just gotta clean some stuff up. You can't really just rely on history to make it wonderful. The same people who were originally here when you first did this song, okay, are not here anymore. There's been a turnover, like there always is in every chorus. So we have new people in and a few people out, and they didn't learn it, the new people didn't learn it the same way you learned it, okay? So the details begin to slide through, okay? So I think we should fix them, because I think this should be a signature piece forever, okay, that you could do at the drop of a hat. You could do it, and it would always be that good as you want it to be. Agreed? Agreed. Okay, good. All right, let's just start at the beginning. We'll just clean it up.
You wanna go through the drill of Seven Bridges Road?
Yes.
And remember, the end of this arc is just as energized as the first word. Think about that.
There are stars in the southern sky.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Baby's always dancing, and it wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't get no loving. Oh, that's no lie. Oh, we spent the night in Frisco, in every kind of disco. From that night I kissed our Lord. Don't blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie.
Stop right there. The phrase endings have to be energized. Don't blame it on the sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, blame it on the boogie. So what you're doing is you're beginning to shorten the phrase ahead to give yourself more time to breathe. Okay, but we gotta sing it to the bar line. Okay, all right, let's do it, have we started the chorus?
Yes.
That-
Yep.
Do, 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 do.
Don't blame it.
Finish the phrase endings.
1, 2, 3.
Don't
Blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just
Everybody like
Just
some
cutting
Harley?
off the words,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
don't blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet, oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet, oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet, oh, I just can't, no, I just can't control my feet. That magic music grooves me, that dirty rhythm fools me, the devil's gotten into me, oh, through this dance, so I'm full of funky fever, fire burns inside me, boogie's got me in a soul tra-da-da. Don't blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Don't you blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Do, 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 oh sunshine, woo! Moonlight, yeah, good times, ooh, that boogie. You just got that sunshine, moonlight, got that good times, boogie. Don't you blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Don't you blame it on sunshine, don't blame it on the moonlight, don't blame it on the good times, just blame it on the boogie. Just blame it on the boogie. Just blame it on the boogie.
So that has to build, right? Blame it on the boogie, that has to build. Definitely better. Definitely better. Can you tell, what I always find when I do something better, I'm more out of breath at the end of it. You can always tell that you've committed more to it, right? Because you're going, okay, I'm done that now. Okay, everybody sit for a minute. Catch your breath. Yeah. So, do you suppose there are other songs in your repertoire that need the same kind of cleanup?
Oh, no, they're all perfect.
And do you suppose that there are, some songs in the rep that, might have little issues inside them that we have not addressed and that probably need to be addressed and, you know, stuff like that? We tend to work on the things that we're going to use next and not always remember that if somebody asked you to do an hour performance, you would be digging deep and going, oh my God. You'd have to figure out whether or not you're gonna be able to do the choreography on them and how many people actually remember it. And how many people don't know the song at all, because for some reason we just never got that one out and taught it. So, one of the best goals would be for an international champion chorus would be to make sure that everything they sing, every time they open their mouths, is at the highest possible quality, right? At the highest possible level. That also requires not just working on the song themselves, but making sure that the singer is working at the highest possible quality, right? That we're doing the things that we mean to be doing. We meant to be doing this really, really well. It would be nice, I think, probably, every now and then to throw in a song you haven't done for a while. And then send it home for some homework, and then bring it back to see what kind of stuff it still needs after everybody's focused on it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? It doesn't have to be a surprise on that night. It could, we could like tell you a week in advance that we were gonna do it, but you might be better at that. Where you can tell them a week in advance that you're gonna actually sing that song.
I have baritones who will keep me.
That is a good thing, isn't it? It really is a good thing. So, I just want to give you a moment to get to breathe and get a little water and all that. We want to put these two songs back, the two contest songs back to back, okay? And make sure that you are able to go into the right sound without having to sing seven different. I don't think they're gonna let us do that. I don't think they're gonna let us take this little moment in the dark stage to go, boo! I don't think that's gonna happen.
Is that not considered like taking a pitch?
It's so close. It's so close, and yet, no. I don't think so. You can see if Peggy can talk anybody into it. Say, okay, you do your work, Peggy, see if that will happen. But, I don't think so. I don't think that we have a, where'd she go?
I'm right here.
Okay, I don't think there's a way around that.
No, I don't think so either.
The way. I want to.
We could take the Seven Bridges Road pitch backstage.
Yes.
And do, and get that in our minds. And then do the other pitch when
When you actually get on stage, yes,
we could do that.
yes. In the warm-up room, you could always do it in the warm-up room, right?
Yeah.
You could take it that far. But we have to, the biggest issue is that we need to remember what that feels like, all of us, so that when we open up to sing, we've all got that. We don't have to be reminded it's right there, okay? That's the biggest issue about it. Okay, have you got your breath back? Okay, let's do both songs.
Just first order. Ballot.